Modern physics builds its models on a specific geometric assumption. Space is treated as a Cartesian framework, where coordinates are defined entirely by scalar magnitudes, linear distances measured outward from an absolute zero point. This diagram shows a rigid lattice. If you want to locate a particle, a planet, or a magnetic field, you measure how many standard units it sits away from the center across 3 straight axes. A theorist named Telle Ostberger proposed discarding this scalar distance entirely. He argued that the physical universe does not recognize straight lines or standard meters. Instead, he proposed a pure directional geometry constructed entirely from orthogonal rotations. This diagram from Ostberger's foundational notes maps this alternate space. Examining regions like log radius, we see he rejects straight magnitudes. His geometry forces straight radial lines to fold over, transitioning abruptly into curved spatial arcs. This is another of Ostberger's topology maps, showing a detailed boundary condition. On the right, the structure labeled the increment cube morphs directly into a curved, discontinuous space beneath it. To understand how this topology functions, we have to deconstruct its internal rules. We need to see exactly how this space can be modeled exclusively through rotations instead of linear distances. The primary topological flaw of the Cartesian system, according to this framework, is the existence of an absolute zero point intersecting all axes. Watch the mechanical failure of the zero origin. When vectors track back to their source, they collapse inward into a singularity, losing all directional information. To prevent this, dynamic systems require a normalizing intersection. The origin point expands and resolves at the number 1. In physical applications, an absolute zero origin is mathematically restrictive. It creates boundary conditions that do not actually exist in nature. For example, velocity and reciprocal velocity operate in opposition. If we trace their mathematical relationship, we cannot find a place in the universe that is absolutely stationary. The 2 metrics meet at a state of unity, or 1, rather than 0. We see the same mathematical behavior in absolute temperature within thermodynamics. When measuring the internal organizational efficiency of a substance like a gas or solid, there is no standard zero crossing. The system's operational efficiency scales based on physical limitations, not an arbitrary numerical void. Ostberger's geometry requires a coordinate approach that reflects this physical reality. The framework does not allow measurements to terminate in an empty center point. When you remove the absolute zero origin from a geometric space, you alter the way lines travel and intersect across the entire manifold. This absence of zero directly creates a problem for the existence of straight lines, specifically when they intersect at right angles in a Cartesian space. This diagram shows standard perpendicular lines intersecting at 90 degrees, the Euclidean default for mapping area. However, an infinity of points along the horizontal line share the exact same orthogonal relationship to the vertical line. This creates an illegal one-to-many correspondence. In Ostberger's strict logic, this is a geometric illegality. Because straight lines fail to provide unique one-to-one orthogonal relationships, they are considered invalid mathematical constructs. They do not exist. The topological solution is to map valid space strictly through intersecting curves of specific radii. Curving the geometry solves the orthogonal intersection problem. A point moving along an arc has a precise, unique shortest path to reach an orthogonal state on a second intersecting arc. We measure this shortest path mathematically, calculating exactly a quarter rotation, or pi over 2. This exact quarter rotation serves as the foundational quantum of Ostberger's directional space. It is the metric that replaces distance. A valid topology in this framework replaces the linear meter entirely. It dictates that space can only exist where these curves meet orthogonally. The immediate question is how a single quarter rotation intersection scales up to map an entire functioning coordinate space. This animation shows the basic curved geometry aggregating. Intersecting arcs and concentric circles multiply outward, building a dense web consisting exclusively of quarter rotation intersections. By adjusting the concentric spacing, the geometry scales from near zero to near infinity. Because it relies entirely on curves, it accomplishes this outward progression without ever touching an absolute zero center. This scaling process relies on trigonometric limits. The intervals between successive circles correspond to the amplitudes of sine and cosine functions, rather than the simple linear addition used in standard Cartesian graphs. This wide polar coordinate diagram from the Ostberger notes verifies these rules. We trace the aggregation of circular arcs and radial curves scaling outward. Focusing precisely on the lower boundary, labeled discontinuous construction, distinct structural zones emerge from the aggregated curves. The mathematical topology continuously alternates its physical state. It moves from smooth, continuous curves into stepped, discontinuous regions to handle structural boundaries within the space. This alternating construction allows the manifold to manage infinite limits without generating the singularities found in Cartesian systems. The strict enforcement of the quarter rotation rule organically generates the highly complex coordinate grid we observed at the start of our analysis. The completed model shifts the geometric focus. It moves away from a universe defined by linear truths, represented by scalar distances, and reconstructs it using rotational ways, governed purely by direction. This document visualizes the exact border where these two modeling concepts collide. The strict log-linear ordinates on the left intersect directly with the complex curve topology rolling over on the right. Enforcing orthogonal curves over straight lines generates a distinct topological manifold. This structure changes how physical density and motion are calculated within a given space. Applying this rotational metric alters the mathematical models of thermodynamics, requiring new geometric expressions for the expansion of volumes and the application of pressures. The framework also challenges standard mappings in fluid dynamics. The equations governing stress, the forces of strain, and viscosity tensors must be remapped onto a curved orthogonal grid rather than a flat matrix. Mapped onto a fluid dynamic simulation, we see a system governed strictly by orthogonal rotations. The grid lines actively warp and fold into interlocking vortices. While this specific geometric system is highly idiosyncratic, its internal mathematical logic holds up against the mapping failures of standard Euclidean space. Engaging with non-standard topologies forces theoretical physics to rigorously audit its invisible Cartesian assumptions. It requires the scientific model to justify its most basic geometric coordinates.